Okay, hello guys. It is it does it matter? It's April 2020 something, whatever, and I don't know what time it is, and who cares? But I am very excited, and it's so funny. I'm a little nervous, but I did a call for Erin a couple weeks ago, and it was more about the mental, like sharing my story and kind of struggling. Ironically, we didn't know we were going to be in this situation. And Erin was talking about how so different we are, but yet we've had success with coaching. And so I'm going to let her talk about her topic about bringing on coaches, getting them to act or getting them to take action right away, especially now. But so I want to give her the floor because we are tight on time, but I have to tell you a little bit about Erin. Okay, she's been a coach since 2012. She was a former high school English teacher. Just listen to this very carefully. 10-star diamond in her first business center, 3-star diamond in her second business center, 1-star diamond in her third business center, 5-time elite coach, and 91 months in a row in Success Club. I told her she's such an underachiever. So, I just don't even know what to say. Okay, so Erin, thank you. I'm just going to give the floor to you and let you rock and roll.
Thank you, Christine. Hi, you guys. Hey, Amy or Abby, I see you over there. It's so fun to see you. I'm really excited to be here, and I'm thankful that y'all are willing to meet during the day. I think that's cool. Why not? We're all pretty much available. Might as well meet during the day, right? Christine asked me to talk about recruiting specifically. But I'll tell you a little bit about me first. So I'm coming to you from Noblesville, Indiana, which is on the northeast side of Indianapolis. And I'm originally from a small town. Yeah, TBB, Indiana. I'm originally from a small town in southern Indiana. And I went to a really small high school, graduated with about 130 people in my graduating class. And then grew up and went to college and got married and had babies and all that kind of stuff. Became a high school English teacher at a really amazing school, like a dream school, to be honest. That's where I met my husband, David, who's also really helpful and active in our business as well. And we have 2 kiddos, Tyler and Avery, who are 8 and 10 and who are having the most random lunch of their life right now, where I just opened the fridge and was like, this, put it together, and they're like, cool, because their dessert's like boom chicka pop today. So they're really excited. So, that's kind of the life that we're leading right now. But yeah, I was a teacher for 14 years before I was able to retire and become a full-time Beachbody coach. So I retired from my job at the age of 36, and it was a job that I never planned on retiring from. I never became a coach to build a business. I became a coach because I wanted to get a discount on Shakeology. And honestly, because my coach who presented it to me was like, you might as well be a coach and save some money. Like, that's what everybody's doing. And I was like, okay. And that's how I got into this. And so I started very reluctantly, even on my physical journey. I was super skeptical. And I actually, the day that my challenge pack arrived, I called Coach Relations to cancel and return it all. But the guy on the phone was like, I think you should try it first. And I was like, oh yeah, I think you're right. And that, literally, I'm so thankful that sometimes Coach Relations asks people questions. I'm like, okay, because if not, I would have been like, send it all back. It's dumb. Because I was having buyer's remorse because the investment was huge to me. And at that time, I bought one challenge pack and it was $205. And, I just was having a hard time spending money on myself because we weren't necessarily paycheck to paycheck. David and I both were high school English teachers. He still is. But we just didn't have a lot of extra wiggle room. And it seemed like anything extra was going to our kids because they were 2. I had 2 that were 2 and under at that time. And, but thankfully the guy told me not to cancel. Okay, basically. And so, and I started my journey with insanity and Shakeology. And I didn't have any of the pieces put together other than I tried to get up every day and get a workout in and drink the shake that I thought was weird. And I didn't understand it, seriously. But it took me 90 days to finish my insanity program, which is 60 days. Because I didn't push play every day. And even getting through one workout was a huge feat for me, but I was really proud of myself and I did it. And at the end of finishing something that I finally started was my honest breakthrough, because I had never finished anything that I'd started in my adult life when it came to health and fitness. And it was having a team and it was having accountability and support, and it was being a part of something that was bigger than me and being a part of a group of people that cared if I showed up. That was the true game changer for me. And so the moment that I finished that program, I knew that everybody should be a part of this. And that's when my actually business building behavior started in Beachbody, is that I just wanted one person to feel successful too. I wanted one other mom who was crazy stressed out and didn't have any jeans that fit to look in her closet and have more than one pair of jeans that fit and have some more energy in her life and to feel more confident and to feel like could smile when they looked in the mirror again, because that wasn't me whatsoever. I was in a really bad place. And so that's what I started to do, just to start sharing my story. When I started my coaching journey, I only had Facebook and it was private, and I had like 100 friends. And I knew nothing about social media. I was really awkward about posting there because I was a teacher, and heaven forbid my students saw me and my family. Like I just was like about it. But I quickly got over that when I saw that just me sharing a motivational quote or just me sharing a post-workout picture that was like literally like fully clothed. There was no sports bra only pics, right? Like that didn't exist in my life at all. Or it was just like me in my tennis shoes looking at the floor next to weights, like really bad, stupid photos. But whatever, I saw that these photos were making an impact and were getting people's attention. And so I saw, well, it does matter for me to show up, and no one's here to judge me. They're here to celebrate and cheer me on. And I quickly saw that. So long story short, I decided to go all in once I attended a live event. I attended Summit, which was a game changer. I know Christine's game changer was a Super Saturday. I attended my first Summit with myself and one other coach on my team, Erica. And Eric and I came with like open eyes and ears, and we were just like taking it all in, and we thought it was the best thing ever. It was the first time in our lives we'd like traveled on a plane without like a family member. It was the first time we'd ever, like my first time I'd ever even been to Vegas, the first time I'd been to something kind of all by myself. And we went to Summit, and we saw that so many people in this business were succeeding that were just like us, just like, you know, ordinary, normal, everyday people that didn't have all their S put together. And I'm not going to cuss on this call, okay? That didn't have everything put together, but had a heart and a soul for wanting to live a better life and a bigger life, and had dreams. And we kind of like right there at that moment looked at each other and said, why not us too? You know, like if these people can do it, we can do it too. And so that's when my heart and my soul and my was like just lit on fire for what could happen, because what I visualized at that event was being a different kind of a mom, and a mom that I wanted to be, but a mom that I didn't know that I could be. Because all my life I came from a background where there was just enough to get by, and there was nothing extra. And me going to college and getting my master's degree was like huge. And I was so thankful and grateful for that. And I'm supposed to retire from a career that I started, right? And you're not supposed to quit on anything. And I didn't want to be a quitter, but I also had these dreams and goals that I wasn't going to be able to get there by being just a teacher, okay? Because my income was fixed, right? I knew what I was going to make when I retired as a teacher. I knew what that salary was going to be. While there's all these blessings and amazing things that came from my job, it still was holding me back from pursuing a life that I really wanted to have. And I saw that it was possible with Beachbody, and I saw that I could do that at the same time. And so I literally came home and dug my heels in and started running. And within that year of coming home from Summit, like we attended Summit as a 1-star diamond team. I didn't even know what that meant, to be honest. Like I had no idea. Okay. Like I was like, cool, Erica, you're a diamond and I'm a diamond. And she was like, cool, maybe I should get a diamond, right? Like we didn't know anything, nothing. And we were just like so proud, like to do this together. But we came home just on fire. Our heart and souls just lit up. And so we went to Summit. So that was like in June or July, probably June, something like that. And we finished the year as a 6-star diamond elite team, because I was like, we're going, let's go. Everybody needs to do this. Everybody needs to know about this. I went to leadership that year. It's a 3-star, because you could go to leadership as a 3-star. Now it's 5-star. And I didn't even know what elite was. Like, I didn't even know what it was, but I sat there, and Jeff Hill at the time, who was, you know, a great leader in our company, he was like, here's what it means to be elite. And I was like, oh, let me look at that email that I sometimes get that has numbers on it, and looked and was like, oh my gosh, like, we can do that. We already have all the points. We just need so and so and so and so to advance the diamond, and they're super close. Like, let's do it. I didn't know. Like, I was literally I set out to help one person at a time. And I also set out to help one person, because to me, I knew that the game changed for me when I had other customers and clients who were part of me. And so I knew that if Erica came into the business, she'd have a better time. It'd be more fun for her. She'd get better results if she also got people on the journey too. And then I knew that if Erica helped her people do it, then it would the same thing, like process of duplication. And so I have always felt from the day that I finished Insanity and lost 14 pounds and felt like a new woman, that this was a gift worth sharing. And not just the challenge pack was a gift, the total solution that we call it, but that being on a team was a gift. And that building a business was a gift. I've always felt that, and I've always led with that. Like, I don't think that anyone should ever just be offered a challenge pack. I feel like every single person we meet should be offered to become a part of my team, and whatever that means for them. Because I would have been really pissed off. Oh, I dropped a half of a cuss word. Okay. I would have been really upset if my coach would have not offered me the opportunity to be a part of her team. Like, I would have been mad. Like, why didn't you ask me to be on your team? Did you not think I should be? Or because there's so many times where we don't offer someone the opportunity to be on our team because we're scared of what they might think, or we're scared that we're trying to convince them to do something that's shady. But like, to me, this is a gift. Like, every day I wake up so excited to like start my day because of my team, right? Everything about my life now is about being on our team. Like, I'm still a teacher, but in a whole new way. And I still get to inspire and change lives, but it's all different. And it's all the people I've chosen to surround myself with. And I also get to be in control of my income, and I get to be in control of the amount of work I do each day, and I get to be my own boss and ultimately live a life by design, and so I've been able to do that, and it takes super hard work. But here's the thing that, and kind of transitioning a little bit into recruiting and adding people to your teams, it's the only way to succeed in this business. Like, I'm just going to be so upfront. Like, I'm assuming that if you're watching this call as a recording later, or you're on this live today, that you're here because you're wanting to learn more about building your business. You're wanting that inspiration, that motivation. And so the only way to build a business is to build a team. We can sell challenge packs all day long and Beachbody on-demand subscriptions and help people get started on their journey. But that right then and there, we only have income coming in from retail sales and residual income alone. That number of your income and the stability of your business grows when you have teammates doing the same things. Okay, when you have teammates who are paying it forward, when you have teammates who are growing their business. And so, there's two main ways to succeed in this business, and that's to help people get results on their physical journey, their health and fitness journey, but also to help people get results in their business. And when you help people get results in their business, really cool stuff starts to happen, like really cool stuff. And that's where the fun starts. And it's not just about income, but it's about there's this inspiration that comes from it. There's this motivation that comes from it. There's this excitement. And there's this part of it where this business becomes way bigger, has way bigger of a purpose in your life when you have teammates who also have clients and who also have coaches. It's so much more fun. It's so much more fun to lead a challenge group with someone that you brought into the business. It's so much more fun than to co-lead with other coaches that are on your team. No, co-lead with coaches that are your coaches. Like that's fun. To lead new coach mentorships with your coaches. That's fun. To mastermind and go on trips with your coaches. Like that stuff is super fun. And I think that's when amazing things happen. And so I think sometimes the number one thing that holds us back is our own mind in multiple ways. Okay. And I think we all know that. And the number one way to build your confidence when it comes to building your team and growing your team and to inviting to this business is to put on some armor of confidence, but confidence and knowledge to build your armor up. Okay. And you build your armor of knowledge when you start becoming a student of network marketing, because it will build your confidence in what you're a part of. Like, I know for the longest time, I was like, people would say, oh, what do you do? And I was like, I'm a teacher. Oh, but I also have this business that's building 5 and 6 figures, but I'm not going to tell you about it because I'm too nervous because I think you might judge me because I'm a network marketer. Okay. No, no, we have to stop doing that. We have to be so super proud of what we're a part of, because the business of network marketing allows women and men and stay-at-home moms and single moms to build a business on their own time and in pockets of time. And it's something that they solely own and can put their own time and energy into. And to me, that's a gift, because I see single moms on my team who are able to buy birthday presents for their kids for the first time. And I have teachers on my team who can go to the grocery store and who can buy groceries with their Team Beachbody and come and not have to use their joint checking account. I have moms taking their kids to Disney for the first time. We have families that are renovating their homes. We have things like that happening because of the gift of a business. And so the first thing that, like, if you haven't done this yet, read a business development book. If your goal is to build income and your goal is to have confidence in whatever this business is and to learn more about it, like, stop just like scrolling social media and like thinking that the answers will come or the inspiration, but actually like read a book about it. And my number one book that everyone has to start like today, or I'll be like super mad at y'all for being on here and not taking action. Okay. I really won't. Like, you're all grown-ups here, but like, seriously, if there's a book called Building an Empire by Brian Carruthers, and I would just download it on Audible and listen to it because the man is fire. Okay. Building an Empire. The first 2 chapters, within the first 10 to 15 minutes, you'll know exactly what I mean. Okay. You right then and there will learn the power and the gift of being a network marketer. And you'll be like, I get it. Okay, I love what I'm doing and I understand why I need to be here and why I said yes to this and how it can change my life in the first like 10 minutes. Okay. And the other book is Keith Callahan's Build to Last. Those 2 books should be something that if you're on this call, you're listening to this and you're wanting to build a business, that those are 2 books that you put into your head and you build up your confidence and your knowledge with building this business with those 2 books. Because we are business owners, and a lot of us have come into a business that like we were like, what am I doing? Wait, I thought I was a teacher and I'm building a business. What does that mean? And so some of us just lack that confidence and knowledge because it's not like something that we started out to do. We didn't say, hey, I'm looking for a business. A lot of us, like, we were like, this seems like a good idea. I love Christine, or I love, these people. And I totally am going to join them because I can't imagine life without them, but I kind of don't get this business part. So definitely learn more and armor yourself with just the power of learning about what being a network marketer is and what this type of business is. I mean, I don't know what all the stats are, but I mean, the women in the world who are 6-figure earners and above, most of them are network marketers, right? I mean, like, that's just kind of the beauty of what this is giving to a lot of people. Now, the other thing that I want to tap into before I get into any tangibles on inviting to the business is your belief system. Okay, a lot of us are not inviting or not reaching out to people because of our own belief system. What will people think? What will they say? Will they judge me for asking them? Do I have enough? Or what if they say yes, right? What if they say yes? Then what do I do? Like, am I a leader? Do I have to lead this? Do I have to do that? Like, oh my gosh, like, our own belief system and our own personal self-worth and our own capacity within a lot of times holds us back from even sending that first invite. And so I feel like that the number one way, and there's so many ways to work on our belief system, but is to just kind of stop listening to those negative beliefs in our head that are holding us back, because they really aren't truths. We're creating a truth out of some misconfigured notion in our minds, but it's to start with your vision. And I know that sounds so cliche, but like literally all of my coaches that I work with in kind of a one-on-one setting, when I get to dig deep within them, a lot of them lack a clear vision of where they want their business to take them. And when we know where we want our business to take us, then we're able to say, well, what do I need to do? And what am I willing to do to make that happen? And so for me, for the longest time, my vision was being a bus stop mom. Like Tyler was 2 when I started working this business. And I knew that when he turned 5 and went to kindergarten, that I was going to go to work every day. And like, so, and then I was like, well, wait, my school, because we live in a different district from where I taught. So my school started earlier than he was going to school. So I was like, who's going to put him on the bus? And who's going to pick him up? Who's going to make his breakfast? And I was like, what? Like, I don't get to do that. And I was like, no way, not at all. Not at all. I am going to be, and that's right then and there when I said, no, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there for every bus stop. And he's in the 4th grade and I've been here for every bus stop and made him breakfast and done all the things. Even if it's like making breakfast also means like cereal, right? And like Aunt Jemima's pancakes. Like it doesn't mean I'm making gourmet breakfast, but like I fought hard for that cereal and those pancakes, right? And those bus stops. But I had that vision. Like and there was something about that like I could not fight for, right? Like when you're thinking about your children or you're thinking about your family or you're thinking about something so big like that, it really makes it impossible to give up on. Like to me, it was like, I was like, I want to be a bus stop mom. And immediately, like, I felt like I was going to vomit, right? I thought I was going to throw up. Immediately, my armpits started sweating. Immediately, tears are filling my eyes. And I was like, that I have to do it because I know it's possible because these people have done it. And I know the only way it wouldn't happen is if I choose to give up and quit and decide it's too hard. And so a vision is what propels you forward, even when your belief system isn't quite there yet. Even when the voices in your head are like, girl, what are you doing? You're crazy. Look at these people. They're talking about you. Look at these women who are rolling their eyes. Look at the person who just blocked you. Look at your husband who thinks you're crazy, who's asking you 1 million questions about why you're always on Facebook. Look at all the people who don't get it. What are you doing? What are you doing? But no, that bus stop is always there. That vision is always there. And now my vision is that our family has complete, total freedom. And my vision of total freedom, because I need to know what that looks like, is that when it's summertime and the kids are off school for the summer, that we can go to Hawaii for a whole month and it doesn't matter. And we can just live in Hawaii for a month every single summer. And that the business doesn't fall apart, that I'm not stressing about hitting Success Club, that I don't have to be pushing people along to do their things and convincing them to do X, Y, and Z with their business, like total freedom. Like that's what I'm working towards right now as a leader, as a business owner, as a mom, as, you know, like that's what I want for our family. And so I can't give up on that. Like it makes me get up every day because I'm fighting for Hawaii. I'm fighting for summers in Hawaii, right? I mean, I can feel it. I can see it. And I know that we can make that happen with this business, but it takes me digging in and it takes me continuing to build the business. And so you've got to have an ultimate goal for where you want your business to take you. And really, if your goal has anything to do with money, which they all probably do, the ultimate goal there then would be to add business builders to your team, to help other people build this business too, because that's how you grow an income, is to build a team that's building a business. And so what then you have to do, so you've got your vision, you've got your goal of recruiting. And so to me, if you want to build a business, you would be setting a minimum recruiting goal for yourself every single month. And a minimum recruiting goal would be at least 2 to 5 coaches that you're adding to your team every single month, like no matter what. Okay. Because we want to continue moving forward. We don't want to take one step forward, take one step back, because we all know that people go inactive. We all know that people are like, what was I doing? I'm quitting, right? We want to keep moving forward every single month. So minimally, you want to have a recruiting goal for yourself. And so then you've got to say, well, I've got to execute a daily plan so that I can hit that goal. Okay. Because it doesn't just randomly happen. You don't just say, I want to recruit 5 coaches and then they start knocking down your door. Complete opposite, right? Like we've got to manifest that stuff and we got to get to work on that. And so then you've got to execute a daily plan. And so for me, this is what I'm doing on a daily basis, okay? Because I don't have this massive social media following where I make a post that says, I'm looking for 5 women. And then all these magical things happen. Like that doesn't happen. But I also don't want that to happen because I don't want to, like, I don't know. I don't want to sort. And I also am really picky about who joins our team, which I feel like I've kind of earned that right. And I figured some things out. But every day, so when I say every day, I'm saying 5 days a week. Okay. I do not work my business, like grow my business on the weekends. Like I'm totally unplugged and I still show up on social and work out and do all the things, but you know what I'm saying? So what I'm doing at least every day, and I recommend to my coaches who are building the business, is to do 2 to 3 coach connects. Okay. I call them coach connect. And a coach connect is where you see people, you come across people on Facebook or on social media, and maybe you're chatting with them or they've started following you or you've started following them. There's some sort of something common there. Maybe it's even a challenger or somebody in your group that you're working with. But you connect with them about the business. And like, for example, like I might say to someone in my challenge group, you are rocking your journey and I love the changes that you're making. Girl, you totally should consider coaching. Like just poof, put it out there. Okay. It's a connect. It's not me saying, do you want to join my team? Okay. Not that at all. It's a connect. Or I come across someone on social media that's kind of vibing with me or I like them or whatever. We're both into fitness or we're both cycle stars or something like that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you'd be an amazing coach. Are you a coach right now? Like just something like that. Or like you're totally into fitness or you're totally this or you're totally that. Like, are you a coach? You've got to be a coach. Tell me you're a coach. Like it's just something. Like I'm saying the word coach or I'm saying my team or something like that. So 2 to 3 people a day that I literally think would be awesome on our team. And I'm doing that because one of the things that I'm doing is I'm always growing my network. I'm always like chilling on social media, like talking to people. Okay. Like I do that intentionally. These people don't just come across my feed like magically. Like I'm out looking for other women and moms and people like me. Okay. And then when I see someone that's super cool, that's not weird and has a lot of pictures with animal faces, and things like that, like, you know what I mean? Okay. And so, but I do at least 2 to 3 coach connects every day. And I add those people to my list of like hot prospects. I literally have a hot prospects list, and that's what I call it. Some people call it like a dream team list. And so people that I think are super cool. But then I'm also sending 2 to 3 coach invites every day too. Okay. That happens when you create momentum by connecting with people though. Like it's very hard to send coach invites if you're not actively growing your network or you're actively out there talking to people. Okay. So you can't just like randomly show up in someone's inbox and be like, hey, you want to be a coach? Like you've got to kind of like warm up the topic, in my opinion. So I'll get to the 2 to 3 coach invites in here in a second, kind of like my 4-step formula for sending a coach invite. But I want you to know this too. Something that's really awesome is to have something to invite your coach prospects to, your hot prospects to. And what I mean by that is not necessarily a sneak peek, not necessarily like a 5-day group or anything like that. But I think it's really cool to invite your hot prospects to your community and maybe something that your community is doing. Like on our team, we're doing a virtual workout every single Saturday. Okay, like our team is getting together every Saturday and we're working out virtually. And we call it Sweaty Saturday, right? Like we did it that once. Carl instituted that. We had so much fun. We're like, let's do it over and over. Well, we've started inviting everybody that we know to come work out with us on Saturdays, because the most amazing asset about joining Team Beachbody is the team and the community and having this when things are crazy. And so I like to invite people to free events. Okay. Like we can't invite people to come to Super Saturday with us. We can't invite people to like come meet us for coffee anymore, but we could invite them to come chill with us and work out with us. Our team's also doing things on Sundays, like we call them self-care Sunday brunch, or we call them Sunday fun days. We have cocktail hours, like things like that are just totally chill, like not training really, and just we get together and we have fun. Like last week we did a scavenger hunt. Someone from invited like a worship leader from their church to come and like sing. Like we're just getting together and just having fun. Like we're doing meal planning and prep stuff. We're just doing fun stuff on Zoom, but we're inviting the public to it. Like we're inviting our coach prospects. We're inviting people that we would love to have on this team, because I think that once people feel and see the community and what we're a part of, it's so easy to be like, okay, I've gotten to know you. You're totally this kind of person. I'd love to have you on our team. Would you ever consider it? Can I send you more info? Because to me, I'm not going to just like go out and see somebody that's like likes to work out and invite them to be a coach on my team. I want to kind of know them. I want to get to know them. And I also want my invite to come from a very genuine place. And so the likelihood of that person saying yes is way higher than me sending 10 random or 20 random invites every single day. I've heard recently, and you get all kinds of feedback and suggestions from coaches in the network to invite 100 people a day or 60 people a day or lots of freaking people. And I'm like, how do you do that? Like, I don't understand it. Why do you do that? Because to me, I'm a quality over quantity person. And I would much rather send 2 or 3 coach invites a day to people that like I genuinely would love to have on my team than just to like hope that one person out of 100 says yes. And also, I don't know how you keep up with some of those things either, And so to me, I just also from my experience that I've had much greater retention rates with my teammates. Like I have coaches on my team that joined me 8 years ago still, a lot of them, and they're still building their business and they're still hitting Success Club 16 and more, right? Like they're still here and having a blast, and we're lifelong friends, right? And family members now. And so I just feel like that the 2 to 3 people that I might bring on each month are more likely to come into this business and trust me and join my mentorship and do the work that I ask them to do, because they have a better feeling about it and they don't feel like they're coming in with the masses of people. So that's just kind of where I'm coming from on that. But I do typically invite people that have come to our team workouts, because I'm like, hey, I'm so glad I saw you on Saturday. Like, wasn't that amazing? And then I can drop an invite and it's super authentic. And so I don't know how you guys feel about that, but that's kind of like where I'm coming from. So I do have this formula for inviting to the business and inviting people to be a part of me. And so I'm inviting people who do come in as challengers, because not everybody says yes to coaching when they come in, but I do offer every single person the opportunity to join as a coach. So any person who says, yes, Erin, I want to join your Mayfit Club, I'm like, all right, there's 2 ways to enroll. Okay. There's 2 ways to enroll. You can enroll as a coach member or as a customer member. Here's the difference between them. This is why I think becoming a coach member would be beneficial. And this is why I joined as a coach member. And so I do always present 2 ways to enroll every time someone says yes. And I propose that to my team, like my team does the same thing and they duplicate that. But not everybody says yes. Like my coach, Alex, who is a coach in Success Club now, she came in as a challenger because she was like, no, like I got to figure this out first, right? Some people are just like, no. And so that's fine. But so I am inviting current challengers. I'm inviting people that I've met and gotten to know. And I'm inviting people that maybe I just come across and they're really amazing. But for the most part, it's a very warm invite that I'm sending to people. So 4-point checklist in every invite, okay, especially for coaching. Number 1 is, why did I think of them? Okay, number 1, why did I think of them? Hey, Amanda, I was thinking of you. You've been rocking our challenge group, right? Or you've been getting massive results, or you are so positive and you already love fitness, right? Like, why did I think about you? Or you're a busy working mom and I noticed that you just got furloughed and I know you love fitness, right? Like something like that. Number two, what is it about the opportunity that I think they could benefit from? What is it about the opportunity that I think they could benefit from? I wanted to know if you've ever considered what I'm doing as a coach, because I can seriously see you taking your knowledge and excitement for nutrition, as well as your results, and sharing them with others to make an impact in their life. Like, what is it about it? I see your knowledge, I see your results, your love of nutrition, and I can see you sharing that with other people and impacting their life. Like, what is it about this opportunity I think they could benefit from? And then number three, what do I love about the business that they will also love? I love that as coaches, we can simply follow the programs that we already love, that are working for us, and inspire other people to do the same. Like, just what is it about it that I love that I think they will like? And then what objections do you think they'll have that you can overcome? What's super cool about this is that you can totally work a full-time career and be a present mom as you build your part-time coaching business. I can teach you all about it in our mentorship. I'd love for you to learn more about it. Can I send you more information today? So why did I think of them? What is it about the opportunity that I think they could benefit from? What do I love about it that they'll also love? And then what objections do they have that I can overcome right now? I learned that 4-point checklist from Trina Gray. And she and I have a lot of the same philosophies when it comes to building our business. And that's what I apply. And so me sending that out to 2 or 3 people a day, like, takes thought, takes consideration. So, and sometimes I send more than that each day, but it just depends. But sometimes it's 1 and sometimes it's 4, right? But that's kind of the average that I would recommend. So every day, 5 days a week, I'm connecting with 2 to 3 people, just connecting with them, but mentioning coaching, planting a seed. I'm also sending 2 to 3 coach invites. Many times as well, I'm inviting people to a free event that we're doing, like a Sunday fun day or a sweaty Saturday. Which our sweaty Saturdays are a Zoom event where we have our own actual coaches, like, teaching fitness. Because of Beachbody, I'm now a group exercise instructor, and we have many of those on our team. I wasn't when I started Beachbody. And now I'm a cycle star. Like, who would have thought that, for crying out loud? But I see a lot of teams that are doing sweaty Saturdays where everybody's jumping on and just, like, doing a free, 10 rounds workout or something like that, or you sent someone a free sample workout and you all just jump on at 10 o'clock and push play together, right? But our sweaty Saturdays involve, our coaches are starting the event. Like, we have a plan. We actually have an agenda where we welcome everybody. We do a coach spotlight. Like, we might be like, Abby, I wanted to recognize you today because, girl, you changed the life of your sister. I'm so proud of you. Or Abby's lost 10 pounds. Like, we spotlight one person on our team on that. And then we have someone give us a little snippet of, like, a PD takeaway. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm reading Wolfpack and I read this quote and it totally inspired me and I wanted to share it with you today. And then we do our workout. And then when it's over, we let people know that there's room at our table, that every day we're showing up in our own virtual gyms, working out, pressing play, getting results together, the power of the team, we're better together. Reach out to the person who invited you if you need more info about having this in your life every single day. Like, that's kind of like our new coach sneak peek is our sweaty Saturdays. So it's kind of fun. But then my 2 to 3 coach invites are super simple if you're inviting people to things like that, right? And then I'm also really intentional about showing coach life on social media, especially in stories. And so I feel like that the more that because a lot of times when I'm looking at my coaches' stories, they're sharing their workouts because, like, they're like, cool, I worked out, and it's easy to share your workout, or they might be sharing a couple of things that they're eating throughout the day, or maybe a couple pictures of their kids or walking the dog or whatever, but they're not showing that they're, like, a coach, and they're not showing that they're part of a team, and they're most importantly not showing that, like, people can do this with me. And so that's a huge missing piece too, because so many people are on my team are recruiting from their stories, the people that are watching their stories and engaging in their stories. And that's happening because they're seeing that people are watching them talk about coaching, or watching them talk about their team, or watching them talk about the opportunity. And so, think about that too. Do a little gut check with yourself. Am I showing up and actually letting people know that I'm a coach and I'm building a business and I have dreams and I'm excited about this, and that you can do it with me, and I'm looking for people to do it with me? Like, is that coming across on your stories every day? Coach life. Think about that. How can I share coach life on my stories? And I also think it's really fun when you recognize and you shout out teammates. Like, you may not have a big team or any coaches on your team, but you can shout out anybody on this call. You can shout out anyone from your team that's getting results, or anyone that inspires you, or that you want to recognize and thank. You can do that. So think about that. But yeah, that's kind of in a nutshell. I don't know if I was all over the place or what, but like, why you need to recruit, why you need to build a team, the power of network marketing. Your belief system really boils down to having a really ultimate goal and vision for where you want your business to take you, but breaking that down into your recruiting goals for each month, and then executing a plan each day that's going to get you closer to that, but really actually talking to people about being a coach. Okay, Christine.
She's got like a couple minutes. I do want to ask a question, and I think this will go down into everyone else. Okay, so I mean, you're so super intentional. I mean, I knew it would be amazing, and I know everybody here is mind blown. So, but even for me, I've done this for a while. Here's an issue that I know coaches on here have. Okay, so you get those people that come on board, all right, and a lot of them talk. What do you do with the people that join that say they want to do all the things but don't do all the things? Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm totally with you. And I just have to leave my power hour at 2. So if I just am able to have enough time to go to the bathroom, I'm good. So we're good. We can talk for a few minutes. So don't worry. So when people come onto the team, okay, something that they know right away, okay, when they join and they sign up, they know right away that there's an opportunity to pay this forward and get my costs covered. Everybody knows that. That's one of the reasons why they're saying yes. So in the conversation that I'm having back and forth, it's like, awesome, let's get started, and I can show you right away how to get the cost of your initial investment covered. Do you want me to do that for you? Okay, I'm like, do you want to learn how to do that? So immediately it's like, do you want to take action or not? Because some of the questions that I'm asking are like, do you have a couple of people that you'd like to share this with? Do you want to get your costs covered right away? Or do you just want to come into the challenge group and just like chill and get your results? A lot of people are like, I have a few people in mind. Sure, I'd love to get my costs covered. Like that. Most people are like, yeah, like totally would love to do that. And so immediately what happens is that I put them into a new coach mentorship. Okay. And so my new coach mentorship starts at the beginning of each month. And so I've got like 4 or 5 girls in my April new coach mentorship, and I have 3 girls ready to go for May. And so what's the goal of the mentorship is to get your costs covered. Okay. That's the goal. The goal is let's get 3 people enrolled and add them to our challenge group. And so if they don't show up and do the work, they're not going to get their costs covered. So that's on them. And the mentorship ends at the end of the month. So then it's kind of a good way to say who rose to the top and gets to move on to the emerging leaders group. The emerging leaders are the people who are going to hit Success Club, who are going to go Emerald, who are going to build their business and make some money. And then if you came out of the mentorship and you did not hit Success Club, or you didn't get your costs covered, then I will ask you, do you want to stay in the mentorship for May and work on this in May? Or do you just want to be a challenger this month? And so I'm just going to ask them those questions point blank. So, because I don't tolerate people making excuses, but I also understand that we all have limiting beliefs. So I'll say, you reminded me, when you did this, you said you want to get your costs covered. Is that no longer a goal that you're willing to work towards? Because the thing that we have to ask ourselves is like, if we set a goal for ourselves, are we willing to do the work that it takes? And if you're not willing to do the work that it takes, that's fine. We just need to know it so we can move forward. So cool. Let's go to the challenge group. Let's get awesome results. Let's dig in there. And then I'll move forward with the girls who are wanting to do the work. And so, and when we get into our mentorship, basically all I'm teaching them to do is, holding them accountable. The purpose of a mentorship is accountability. Not me teach you how to do a share cart, me teach you how to do all, it's accountability. Like you said, you want to do this. So cool. Here's the things. Now let's do them. And doing them means showing up on social. And it also means starting to talk to people. And it means building a list and sending invites. Like that's what the mentorship accountability is for. And so I don't give them the full business activity tracker. I have an abridged version, which I can give you, Christine, but I feel like it's also been in the roundtable shared by Brittany Leggett. So I don't know, but I can share with you what I have. You might have it or have seen it or something. But yeah, I don't talk about it. I'm not like, yeah, you didn't do it, so I love you anyway. I'm like, okay, you didn't do it, so does that mean you don't want to do it? Like, I mean, I still love you, but and get results, right? Hi, Jamie Thompson. I see Jamie Thompson on here now. Hi, girl.
Does anybody else have any questions? Because one thing that you said, this hit me this morning really quick, is that, and especially because, I mean, I've gotten very emotional about the jobs lost and everything, because I know we all know someone affected. And so I wrote this down this morning. I get all crazy when I work out and I write down like 17,000 Post-it notes. So I thought, okay, here we have a job opportunity. Like you say, I say it all the time, it's such a gift. It's such a gift. I know my team's like, oh, Christine, it's a gift. Yes, it is. So so I'm like, okay, here we have this gift, and everybody's trying to make it so complicated when it's literally just talking to people and saying, that's it. They're like, what do I do? I'm like, you ask them. But something that I thought, okay, so you walk into coaching and they literally do nothing. Like think about it, there's no action taken. So the job that you may have lost, you didn't walk in and go, what do I do? And then when they said, this is what you do, you didn't do anything. Right. Like you didn't walk in and be like, okay, I work, I wait tables. So you walk and they say, okay, go get these tables. And if you provide them a good service, you'll get a tip. You just stand there. Like, I thought about that today. It's like, we don't go to other jobs and stand there and just stand there all day. Think about it, right? Or if you were told what to do, you would do it. It's like, so that was just my thought. It was like, we have this gift and we say, this is what you do. You don't walk into any other job like a deer in headlights and take no action and then yet complain that nothing's being done.
You have to take action. Yeah. And I think that a lot of times that we hold ourselves back because of whatever mental mindset games we play with ourselves. And you just have to be aware that you are holding yourself back. It's not a lack of knowledge. I really do believe that probably every person here knows exactly what they need to do to hit Success Club by the end of the month. Every person here knows exactly what they need to do to enroll 2 coaches before this month is over. Like, I do believe that. I believe that you all know. Now, there might be a voice in your head saying, yeah, but that's easy for you to say, or yeah, but that's also, you have to recognize and be aware that that's a negative voice and that's a negative mindset. And negative beliefs will always end in a negative outcome. Always, always, always. If I woke up today and I woke up tired as hell today, like I was literally like, what is wrong with me? But I didn't wake up and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so tired. Today's going to totally suck. And it's going to be the worst day ever because I'm so tired. I woke up today and I was like, all right, let's get this. I'm tired, but who the hell cares? I'm glad I have energized. Let's go. Okay. So like positive mindset ends in positive outcomes. Always. Negative mindset ends in negative outcome. Always. 100%. Always. And so we control that. When you sit down to work a power hour, you can be like, yeah, nobody wants to talk to me. Nobody's messaging me. Nobody's in my inbox. Well, nobody's going to be in your inbox because you're telling yourself nobody's going to be in your inbox. But if you say literally like, okay, I see people coming to me. I'm going to make a post that's going to connect with at least one person today. And I have what someone else needs today. Guess what you're going to find? You're going to find it. You are going to find it. If you look at your social media and you're like, someone needs what I have. Someone needs what I have today. Someone needs what I have today. you are going to see someone who needs what you have. When you walk out into your neighborhood and you take your dog on a walk, you're going to see someone who needs what you have. But it's up to you then to make the decision to say something. No one knocks on your door. No one. No one does. Like, no one knocks on my door except the Amazon guy, like 45 times a day, because my husband's ordering everything on Amazon, okay? But like literally, yeah, all day long. Like there's a package, there's an air fryer, there's like basketball net, like literally, like it's ridiculous, okay? So, but the thing is that, and no one, like I didn't knock on anyone's door. I did not ask for help. And I never would have asked for help. Never, ever. I'm so glad that my coach showed up in my inbox over and over and over again, because I was in a negative place. I was in a bad place and I felt sorry for myself. And I was not about to raise my hand and be like, can you help me? Because that's not the kind of person I am. But she kept asking and I was like, okay, girl, but this isn't going to work. This is stupid. Like literally, but I did it. Right. So that's what we have to remind ourselves too. Like literally, Christine, I want you to tell me how many new coaches that you guys enroll like in the next 2 to 3 days, because everyone should. And that would be very respectful of my time and energy today if you all actually got off this call and you put it into action. Because that's the most annoying thing ever. And I'm saying this because I love you. Like, this is tough love. Like, it's the most annoying thing ever to be like, all right, I'm going to give you what works. I'm going to give you what I know works and what I believe in and what I teach and what I see work. And then for you to do nothing with it. And so you do have a challenge and a charge to do something with it. And I do believe that you probably know someone that you could call or text or message right now and enroll them on your team. Right? I mean, you do.
I love you, Erin Young. I just adore you. I'm like, but what I think, one thing I just want to say, and then I will shut up, but I so appreciate the 2 to 3 conversations of just talking about coaching, talking about what we do, planting the seed, even if, like, because some people may jump on it right away, but then also being intentional about the 2 to 3, like, specific coach invites. Those numbers are totally possible for anybody who is breathing.
Mm-hmm.
We're not talking like 1,000 coaches. We're talking 2 to 3 people. That's right. It. These are possible numbers. These are doable numbers. They are totally achievable in between e-learning sessions and whatever is blowing up currently in your house.
Yes.
Totally possible.
Like, I'm surprised that we haven't heard crazy things in my house right now. It's like a miracle right now. It is. And that's the thing is, I think sometimes we think that it is harder than it needs to be. And we do hear people say 100 invites a day is how you do it. And I'm going to shut my laptop off if somebody's going to do that kind of training, just so you know. Okay. Because I believe that if you are making quality connections and having quality conversations with people, that the ratio, your return on time investment is going to be way higher. I don't have to send 100 invites to get one yes. And I'm very proud of that. And I think that you should show yourself that that's possible too. Yeah.
I know you have to go pee. So thank you. This is why I asked her to talk. That was amazing. I am so grateful for your time and I cannot wait. This is going to be one. Yeah, this is going to be one like, you have to watch this. You have to watch this. You have to watch this. So Erin, thank you again. I'm going to let you go. Hope you guys got some wonderful takeaways and we'll talk to you later. Erin, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.